Okay, so, anyway, so somebody sent me a video of Trump saying that the people have to get their measles shots. Fuck that motherfucker. I ain't vote for him then. I ain't vote for him. I don't give a shit. I'm not. If he's gonna be like, oh yeah, they need to get their shots, I'm done. That's it. That's the last straw. He's done a lot. He still has done a lot of good things. I don't think that he's racist. I don't think that he's this person that the media is making him out to be. But I'm hoping he's just like kind of falling for the bullshit because he doesn't have the right information. But, you know, I don't think he's a complete anti-vaxxer. I think he just thinks that there are like too many and that they can be dangerous. But, you know, I know Roseanne put out a plea the other day for him to do something about the mandatory vaccination. So, and I don't think he's answered. But I know a lot of people that came out of the woodworks to vote for him because he said he was going to create a vaccine safety commission, and he hasn't done that yet. So I wasn't, you know, I'm not disappointed really because I wasn't expecting him to do anything about that. And I feel like that anti-vax quote unquote movement, so as we've been dubbed, has been doing a great job on their own really without the help of the president. But this is something that people have to realize, that the president's not going to fix everything. Just one person isn't going to fix everything. One person can change the world, but one person doesn't have to change the world, right? Like you can be that one person that changes the world. There are lots of other people that can, you know, influence. You don't have to get into politics to change things. You don't have to, you know, there are many artists and poets and, you know, anybody with extraordinary ideas, extraordinary insight that, you know, they can empower people, they can change the world. So it's not just up to the president to make a difference. And like I keep saying before, I think that this election and this Trump presidency is bigger than him. It's not, it's about, you know, it's about a lot of truth coming out and a lot of things being concealed and people showing their true colors and a lot of fake news being revealed and people, you know, having to make a choice and take a stand for their beliefs. And a lot of people have never really had to deal with that in their life, right? So I think it's bigger than, you know, because, you know, the censorship is happening and, you know, the whole wall situation and the immigrant, a lot of problems that this country has had for years is being brought to the forefront and being exposed. And like I keep saying, we're at the tipping point because I think now enough people are awake enough to understand that the media lies and the media manipulates a lot of stuff. And then you can start seeing that the media is in collusion with, you know, the government, and then you have certain people that you know, benefit from certain things, and that's coming out, and, you know, and the people's true colors are coming out. And even you know, it's not just I would say mostly it's the left side, but, you know, the right side, they're just as corrupt, or they have the ability to be just as corrupt. And, you know, seeing what happened with, you know, the whole Candace Owens things and Turning Point USA, when people exposed her, there were still people that fucking kissed her, you know, that didn't care because she was on their side, right? And to me, that exposed a lot of just people's like their hypocrisy. Because, you know, with that situation, if we're in a place where we're trying to call out people for evil deeds and wrongdoing, but we're gonna let them slide because they're on quote unquote our side, that's wrong too. And, you know, we keep doing that on the right side. Pretty soon the right is gonna be just as corrupt as the left. Okay, so the ideology isn't what's wrong, it's the imbalance of the ideology. So right now we have too much, you know, too much just craziness, emotional, no logic on the left, and that's why everything is going, you know, out of whack. But then if we had too much rigidness and not enough, you know, not enough emotion, then that would lead to madness as well. Because it's like, I always keep saying, it's like yin and yang, where the yin, like the left is the yin, and they have, you know, the yin is like female energy, emotion, and then that's the part that's progressive and it helps us evolve. But at the same time, if you evolve too far from where you came from, and you go straight too far from your roots, then you're gonna lose your way, and you're gonna become like unhinged, which is where the left is right now. So with the right, you know, it's young, it's male energy, it's more logic, and more rigidness, and more kind of to the roots. But if you stay in your roots and you're not going to grow, you're not going to expand and evolve, right? So it becomes too rigidness, and both sides can have an issue where, you know, both sides can have an issue where, you know, they fight for power, and they want to control people. They want to control people, you know, and this is what the whole thing is about power. So right now the left is out of balance, and they are, you know, they want power. The whole system is out of balance. Anyway, so getting back to Trump, yeah, I'm very disappointed. I also called him out in the 5G situation. I just, you know, I think that he's done a lot of things, like I said, but I don't. As I've gotten older, I realized, you know, people are complicated, and they're not going to always do and say the right thing. So I don't necessarily, you know, I have to kind of weigh the pros and cons of what somebody in power is doing before I really, like, you know, disown them or whatever. So if he better get this shit straight, he better get the facts by 2020, because you know, as you know, this is something I'm very passionate about. And I think this is something that's really detrimental to not only society, but humanity. So I will not be voting for, I'm not going to call him a racist. I'm not going to call his supporters racist. I'm not going to, like, you know, go, like, I said, I don't think that, you know, he's a bad person. I think he's just kind of brainwashed, like the rest of us have been with the whole vaccine situation. This shit goes so deep. People are so brainwashed. Again, I'm going to bring up the amazing Suzanne Humphreys. I was watching this interview that somebody cut up of hers, and she was just talking about how the doctors that she, like, had to confront, at her being a doctor, about vaccination. When she started delving into it, she said their sound bites were more powerful. The sound bites that they had that had been drilled into their brains and that they had memorized for years and years were more powerful than what am I trying to say? Than the information, than the logic, than the studies, than the research that she had done that showed otherwise, right? And this is what science is supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be about emotions and sound bites. But, you know, that's where science becomes a religion. And I know there are people that are going to be like, oh no, science is not a religion. They're like, you know, but it is. It shouldn't be. It's not supposed to be. But that's where it's become dogmatic, where people just repeat. Vaccines save lives. Vaccines save lives. Vaccines save lives. And they don't really have anything to back it up with except the propaganda that they've been fed. Then when you go and you kind of research it and hold it up against the propaganda that they've been fed, the science shows that vaccines actually are detrimental and they're not necessary. So I hope he gets the facts straight. I'm guessing that there's so much going on. This is probably like the last thing that he's thinking about, you know, honestly. So there's so much going on right now, and he's just probably like, yeah, it's dangerous, you can die, like, they should get their shots. I think that's where he's at now. If people, like, I think Robert F. Kennedy might have to set him straight, and some other people, we'll just see how this plays out. But I'm putting it out there right now. If he's forcing this forced vaccine shit, I'm done. I don't care how many subscribers I lose. You know, I'm not one of these people that you know, backs Trump no matter what he does. You know, he's not beyond being criticized, okay? So I know there are people that are going to be like, oh, like, how dare you criticize the savior? No, dude, he's a dude, he's a man, okay? So like chill out, okay? So so we'll see how this plays out. This is where I am for now. Like, because I'm livid about this whole thing, you know, especially MSNBC or NBC. They're the same company, but, you know, they just got caught faking a measles photo. Are you fucking kidding me? You know? So I'm like, is he even falling for this bullshit? You know? And then the whole 5G thing too. I'm like, yeah, I know we want to be faster, but we're also going to be deader with all the cancer that it's going to bring upon us. So, you know, what's better, being alive and slow or fast and dead? I think alive and slower, a little bit slower, not even that much slower. Okay. So yeah, guys, I mean, that's where I am. I know that, you know, I probably piss a lot of people off because I criticize the saviors, Candace and Trump, but you know, they're fucking human and they make mistakes, and they're you know, that, and that's what the deal is. So I don't give a shit, really. I know that you know, like I said, I'm getting demonetized, so I'm just gonna take the opportunity of my channel to just say what the hell I want, because I'm not really making money off of it anyway. And there's a certain freedom in that when I'm not getting, you're not getting funded by people telling you what to do and how to think and what to say. You know, you can be real with people, and that's what I'm being today. So anyway, guys, yeah, I'll talk to you later. Peace, love, bye. Mwah.